you describe something that you call the new female psychology. Tell us a little bit about what you mean by that.
Yeah, such a great question. And I think what I like to talk about, whether it's with my clients or with my friends or my colleagues or out in the world, like this kind of a podcast, is that we have two different things going on in our psychology as women. There's a lot of historical material and collective and archetypal material. And there are some incredible teachers who talk about this, but these are the things, if we look at, for example, the feminist movement and how it has evolved, at least here in the United States, it's like we've really been having to work hard as a gender to have equal footing and to have access and economic empowerment, political empowerment, all of those things. And we carry those burdens or those traumas or those oppressions with us. And then at the same time, we're evolving and we're liberating and we're getting more and more free. And so there are these archetypes that, Jungian psychology, they would talk about. It could be in mythology and the goddesses, or, you could think of like the mother, the maiden, the crone, the lover. There's so many different sort of general ideas, and those are floating around in our collective and in our psyches. But then when we come to modernity and we look at the women who are alive on the planet right now, the girls who are alive on the planet right now, we're not the same as we were 100 years ago or 200 years ago, because our circumstances and our conditions have changed. And so when I talk about the new female psychology, it's really an emerging investigation. It's like, I want to know some of the answers. Like, what are we being born into? What are the women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s right now dealing with psychologically? And then what are the girls who are coming up going to be dealing with? Because it is evolving, and I'm all about evolution. So yes, I acknowledge the trauma and the baggage and the struggle that we've been through as females, but we're struggling and we're fighting for all of that so that the psychology changes and the imprints change for our daughters and the next generations. So I know that's a mouthful, but when I say the new female psychology, it's like, it's emergent. What is happening right now? And how are we struggling and thriving and surviving and flourishing? And also, where do we need to keep going so that we're just more and more and more free with every generation that comes after us?